There are moments in astrology when the universe seems to open a portal between timelines, and the new moon in Pisces on March 18th, 2026 is one of those moments. This lunation is not happening in isolation. It's forming a powerful karmic alignment involving the lunar nodes of fate and destiny, Mars and Mercury retrograde in Pisces, squaring off against Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius. This creates a cosmic pressure point that may reveal truths we can no longer ignore. Truths about our path and truths about what we're ready to release. And most importantly, truths about the future we're feeling pulled toward. Because Pisces is the final sign in the zodiac. It's where endings dissolve so that new beginnings can form. This new moon happens in mutable water, the endless ocean of intuition, dreams, and spiritual consciousness. This year, Pisces energy is amplified due to a strong concentration of planetary bodies in Pisces. We have the sun and moon aligned for the new moon between 28 and 29 degrees Pisces, Mercury retrograde in Pisces, aligned with Mars in Pisces, the spiritual warrior, and the north node of fate and destiny in Pisces for its final few months in Pisces until July 2026. The new moon is also featured in an out-of-sign conjunction involving Saturn and Neptune aligned in the early degrees of Aries, helping us bridge the energy from the endings of Pisces into new beginnings of Aries and the vernal equinox. The emphasis of energy in Pisces in the beginning of Aries, opposing the south node in Virgo, squaring off against Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius, creates a karmic axis of opposition between two archetypes. Pisces involves faith, intuition, surrender, and spiritual vision, while Virgo is about analysis, control, perfectionism, and order. The South Node in Virgo represents patterns we may have overdeveloped or become overly reliant on. Trying to control everything, overthinking every decision, believing we must solve every problem through logic alone. But the North Node in Pisces for the past year has been beckoning us in a different direction. Trust, surrender, faith. This means listening to your intuition instead of overanalyzing every little detail. When the nodes of fate and destiny are activated, we often experience karmic turning points or moments that feel fated or destined. Adding even more intensity, Mars and Mercury retrograde are aligned with the north node of fate and destiny under this lunation. Mars brings action, spiritual action. Mercury retrograde brings reflection and revelation, often a revisiting of the past. Together, they can bring truths from the past back to the surface. Old conversations may return. Old relationships may reappear. And situations that formerly felt confusing may suddenly become clear. Mercury retrograde here in Pisces asks us to revisit unfinished emotional and spiritual chapters. Mars gives us the courage to finally act on what we discover. But Pisces doesn't move in a straight line. It moves through intuition, dreams, synchronicities, and emotional currents. It's boundaryless. So the answers will not come through logic. They will come through symbols, signs, subtle realizations, and synchronicities. All of this energy is forming a harsh, challenging pressure point, a square to Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius in this year of the Fire Horse. In astrology, Lilith represents the untamed, uncompromising truth within us, our shadow feminine side. The part of ourselves that refuses to live according to anyone else's expectations or rules. In Sagittarius, Lilith demands radical truth and philosophical freedom. This is wild horse energy. This square creates tension between our intuition, Pisces, practicality, Virgo, and raw truth, Sagittarius. This is the kind of astrology that exposes illusions, delusions, and deception. Situations that are built on half-truths will unravel. Belief systems may be challenged and changed. And many people may feel called to speak truths they've been holding back for a long time. Mutable signs bring change, and this mutable T-square suggests collective and personal timelines are shifting simultaneously. In Greek mythology, Pisces is linked to the story of Aphrodite and Eros transforming into fish to escape the monster Typhon. To avoid losing one another in the ocean, they tied themselves together with ribbon, two fish swimming in opposite directions. This symbol reminds us that Pisces represents faith in the unseen currents of life. Sometimes survival requires surrender. Sometimes transformation requires trusting where the current is taking us, even if we can't see it. And with the nodes of fate and destiny involved, many people may feel as though events are changing the course of their life. And now for horoscopes by rising sign. Watch for your rising sign first, then your sun sign, and your moon sign. But you can find messages in any of the signs where you have concentrations of planets or placements. Aries Rising. This Pisces new moon activates your 12th house of endings, spiritual awakening, and your deep unconscious mind. With the North Node, Mars, and Mercury retrograde all here, you may be processing deep emotional or karmic themes. Is it time to get off the merry-go-round? Something from the past may return for closure. Old patterns around self-sabotage or hidden fears may surface so they can be finally released. The square from Lilith suggests a truth about your beliefs or worldview that may change and require you to let go of an old identity. This is a powerful time for meditation, dream work, spiritual healing, and releasing the past. You are preparing for a major rebirth come Aries season. Taurus Rising. This new moon activates your 11th house of community, future vision, legacy, and collective purpose. With Mars and Mercury retrograde here, past friendships or collaborations may resurface. Some alliances may deepen. Others may reveal where your visions no longer align. Lilith squaring this configuration suggests a powerful truth about your long-term goals may emerge. You may realize that your future path requires a different community or audience than before. Pay attention to the people entering your life right now. They may play an important role and how your next chapter unfolds. Gemini Rising, this new moon lands in your 10th house of public reputation and career. Mars here may ignite ambition, while Mercury retrograde asks you to reassess your professional direction. You may revisit a career opportunity from the past or reconsider the purpose behind the work that you've been doing. The square from Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius could challenge existing partnerships or contracts. A truth about your career path may become impossible for you to ignore. This is a moment to ask yourself, are you building a career or answering a calling? Cancer Rising, this lunation activates your 9th house of higher knowledge, philosophy, and spiritual growth. With the North Node here, your belief systems may be evolving rapidly. Mercury retrograde could bring old teachers, spiritual teachings, or travel opportunities back to your awareness. Lilith squaring from Sagittarius may challenge you to break free from limiting beliefs around work, routine, and health. Your worldview is expanding, and this new moon may inspire you to pursue a path of learning or exploration that feels deeply meaningful. Leo Rising. This Pisces new moon activates your 8th house of transformation, emotional intimacy, energetic exchange, and deep emotional attachments. Mars here may intensify emotional experiences or power dynamics within relationships. Mercury retrograde here could bring unresolved conversations about trust, finances, or emotional vulnerability to the surface. Lilith squaring this point suggests powerful truths around creativity, romance, or personal authenticity. This is deeply transformational territory. Something is being released so that something more aligned can take its place. Virgo Rising, with the South Node in your sign, your 1st house, you're at a major karmic turning point in life. The Pisces new moon activates your 7th house of one-to-one relationships. Old relationship patterns may be dissolving. Mercury retrograde could bring someone from the past back into your life so unfinished emotional chapters can be resolved. Mars here may bring passion, but also conflict, if old dynamics resurface. Lilith squaring this alignment suggests that truths about family patterns or emotional roots may need to be addressed. This is a moment of relationship karmic cleansing. Good luck, Virgo. Libra Rising. This Pisces new moon happens in your 6th house, which is the house of your health, routines, and daily life. Mars may bring a surge of energy into your work or your daily responsibilities. But Mercury retrograde asks you to slow down and reassess how you're managing your time and energy. It's Pisces season. Are you resting? Black Moon Lilith squaring from Sagittarius in your 3rd house suggests that your mindset or communication patterns may need to shift. This is a powerful time to create routines that support both your physical and spiritual well-being. Scorpio Rising, this new moon activates your 5th house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. Mars here can ignite passion and inspiration. Mercury retrograde could reconnect you with an old creative project or romantic interest. Black Moon Lilith squaring this alignment may reveal truths around self-worth and personal value. You may realize that your creative gifts deserve greater recognition. Follow the inspiration that energizes you now. Sagittarius Rising, this new moon activates your 4th house of home, family, and emotional foundations. With Black Moon Lilith in your sign, squaring this configuration, you may feel a powerful desire to live more authentically and be free. Family dynamics may shift. Old emotional patterns may surface for healing. Mars here could bring changes around living situations or home environments. You are redefining what home truly means to you. Capricorn Rising. This Pisces new moon activates your 3rd house of communication, learning, and perception. Mercury retrograde here can bring powerful realizations through conversations, writing, or messages from the past. Mars may inspire you to speak truths that you once held back. Black Moon Lilith squaring this alignment suggests deep subconscious fears or hidden narratives may come to light. Your voice carries power right now, so use it wisely. Aquarius Rising. This new moon activates your 2nd house of personal values, finances, and self-worth. Mars may push you to take action regarding financial matters. Mercury retrograde could bring past financial opportunities or decisions back into the focus. Black Moon Lilith squaring this alignment may reveal truths about friendships or group dynamics affecting your sense of value. You are redefining what you are truly worth. And last but never least, Pisces Rising. This is your personal new moon happening in your 1st house of public identity and persona. You're experiencing a powerful identity reset. With the North Node, Mars, and Mercury retrograde all in your sign, you are standing at a crossroads between the past and the future. Old versions of yourself may be dissolving. Black Moon Lilith squaring this alignment may challenge you to fully embody your truth, even if others don't understand it. You are being called to step into a more authentic version of yourself. Trust the transformation that's unfolding now. Pisces reminds us that life moves like the tides. What feels uncertain today may reveal its purpose later. This new moon asks you to relinquish the illusion of control and trust in the deeper intelligence of the universe, God, or whatever you deem him to be. The greatest transformations begin not when we force change, but when we surrender to the current that's carrying us forward. Thank you for watching. If you're still with me, you're a real one. Drop your current most used emoji in the comments. If you took anything away from this video, we ask that you like, comment, share the content, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, we know that you'll enjoy the full playlist and this additional video. Thank you so much. Love you, and see you soon.